What's going on, boys? Welcome back to some more SideSwipe. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get your very own gold Diestro. I hope I said that car name right. I'm pretty sure I probably butchered it, but yes boys, you can actually get a gold version of this car. It looks extremely good and it's only available for a limited time, so I highly recommend grabbing it while you still can. A couple of days ago, season 17 did come out for SideSwipe, and there's some pretty big news that ended up coming along with it. Just in case you guys haven't heard yet, SideSwipe is going to end up being removed from the Google Play Store, but it's not going away completely. It's instead going to be moving to the new Epic Games Store. So in the patch notes for season 17, in these paragraphs here, I'm not going to read it completely, but in case you guys want to, I'll leave it on the screen. But pretty much any player that currently lives in Europe and plays on either an Android or iOS device will have to download SideSwipe through the new Epic Games Store before the next patch, and also any Android player that's in the US. So what does moving over to the new Epic Games Store have to do with getting a new free car? Well, anybody that decides to download SideSwipe through the new Epic Games Store and logs in before November 2nd of 2024 will be able to receive the gold trimmed car. And this doesn't seem like too difficult of a task to do, but unfortunately I did struggle a little bit getting things to work. So I'm going to run you guys completely through everything that I personally did in order to be able to obtain the car, and it worked first try for me, so hopefully it works just as well for you guys. Alrighty, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your phone. I actually don't have an Android phone, so I am playing on BlueStacks in order to be able to obtain this, because BlueStacks does emulate an Android phone. But what you're going to first want to do is go to wherever you currently have SideSwipe downloaded, and you're going to want to delete it. I'm not exactly sure how to delete on BlueStacks. I think I have to go through some weird settings this way and find the game. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to hide these icons that I currently have, but just pretend you don't see the SideSwipe Brawl Stars or Epic Games one. If you do actually have SideSwipe installed, I do recommend going ahead and deleting it, because if you try to download it through the Epic Games Store, it is going to cause you some problems. So let's just say that we don't have SideSwipe installed at all, nor the Epic Games Store. The first thing that you're going to want to do is go over to your App Center, and you can try searching for Epic Games Store, and you might get some success with this. Unfortunately, it does not pop up for me. So if it doesn't end up showing up on the Play Store for you, I recommend just opening up the whatever web browser you end up using, and then pasting the link that I have in the description, or you can type it in if you want. It should bring you to this store, and you also should have an install on Android button over here. All you have to do is just click that, and it will take you straight to the download that you need to use. I already downloaded the Epic Games Store, so I'm not going to redo that, but it should be pretty straightforward for you guys to set the store up itself. So once you have the actual store downloaded, all you're going to have to do is go ahead and open up your Epic Games and scroll over a little bit, and you should see SideSwipe as the third box here. It should say install for you instead of open. If you do have SideSwipe installed that it wasn't from the Epic Games Store and you try to install it again, you are going to get a bunch of errors and it's not going to work. So you do have to delete the original SideSwipe and then re-download it here. And then once you've re-downloaded it on the Epic Games Store, it's still going to show up on the home screen for you. And I don't believe you have to launch it through the Epic Games Store each time. It does not look that way. And then after you load up SideSwipe for the first time, you're most likely going to have to log in. And with that, all you have to do is just log into the account that you had on the previous version of SideSwipe. And as long as you have the version that is through the Epic Games Store, it should automatically load you up with your gold trimmed car. Now I will say on this account, it did not pop up for me instantly. I did have to go to my garage, and then I just clicked on the little box over here to show all of my cars, and then the Diestro was right there on the far right side for me. Hopefully it pops up just as easy for you guys. It didn't actually give me a confirmation screen when I first opened up, but it was in my inventory, so it definitely is just a little bit wonky, but your car should be there as long as you follow all the steps. Hopefully you guys didn't have any troubles being able to obtain your car. I have seen a couple of people struggling to get it to show up on their account, so maybe there's just a little bit of some weird issues going on right now with Psyonix and Epic trying to get this to actually show up on people's accounts. If there's any fixes that you guys have come across to make it show up instantly for you, please definitely feel free to share that down below. I hope you guys have been enjoying season 17. There's some pretty interesting changes that seem to be coming about for this game, but that does pretty much cover the tutorial for today. I will talk to all of you guys in the next one. See ya, boys.